I did that for a month, and it was rough. It was rough. I got the systems down to send it all out, but man, the response rate really low. And you're when you are doing it yourself, at any given point in time, we're doing all this ourselves. At any point that we do outreach, aside from maybe advertising, right? Aside from like paying paid ads, a lot of times we're doing this ourselves, or we're having someone else do it on our behalf. So we're spending money regardless, right? I'm paying an employee to go and do outreach for me, or I'm doing it. So the effectiveness of that, like you start like, man, I'm burning cash. I'm burning cash. Cold outreach is pretty tough. Don't recommend initially. It does work, absolutely. Of course it works. It's a numbers game, but don't recommend initially. Then you have one-to-many, which is kind of what we're doing right here. One-to-many is really interesting because it's a lot like nurturing, right? We're building a relationship, we're talking, we're going about this. And you may see one little tiny short of me and consume 30 seconds of my content. And then you might do it again. And then you might then listen to a YouTube video that's 30 minutes long. And then you might listen to a podcast that's an hour and a half long. And eventually in time, even though you haven't talked to me personally, you know what I'm about, you understand my beliefs, my systems, you're like the expertise, etc. You get a good vibe and a good sense of the character that you're interacting with.